Welcome to the Patriots Sports Network. Naquan, that sound good enough right there? Today we've got college softball for you, the Patriot Softball Invitational Tournament here at FMU. Your Francis Marion Patriots, with a record of 8-8, will be playing the 24th ranked West Liberty University Hilltoppers. Starting lineups are being introduced right now. The West Liberty Hilltoppers have already played one game today here in the tournament. They dropped an 11-1 decision to Kutztown University in the first game of the tournament. And following this game, we've got one more tonight as Kutztown will play Lenoir-Rhyne University. Starting lineup for your Patriots today, batting first and playing third base, Ashton Patterson.
Leading off and playing third base, number 15, Ashton Patterson.
Batting second and playing shortstop, Megan Matzel. Batting third in left field, Danielle Carrickson. In the cleanup spot at first base, Savannah Rawson. Batting fifth and catching, Lauren Smallwood.
Batting fifth and catching, number 20, Lauren Smallwood.
Batting sixth in right field, Katie Smith.
Batting sixth and playing right field, number 14, Katie Smith.
Batting seventh, the DP, Emma Moberg.
Batting seventh and playing DP, number 10, Emma Moberg.
Batting eighth at second base,
Batting
Lauren
Nodine.
Nodine.
Second base, number 13,
And batting
Lauren
ninth
Nodine.
in center field, Naja Gerald.
Batting ninth and playing center
In the
field,
circle for
number
your
8,
Patriots this
Naja
afternoon,
Gerald.
junior right-hander Rachel
In the
Davis.
flex position and pitching,
Rachel comes in
number
with a
11,
record of
Rachel
2-1,
Davis.
a 4.45 ERA.
The Patriots
This is
are
her
coached
ninth
by head
appearance,
coach Stacey
her
Valley
seventh
and
start of
assistant
the
coach
season.
Stephanie
She's
Bagwell.
thrown 33 innings, allowed 39 hits, 21 runs, all earned, 9 walks, and 28 strikeouts in the 33 innings. She will be opposed by senior right-hander Taylor Bonnet for West Liberty. Taylor will be making her second appearance of the season. She got the last 2 outs of the first game today. Did not allow a base runner, a hit, or a run. So this is her second appearance. A 0-0 record with no ERA. Last season, Bonnet was 1-2 in 18 appearances, all in relief, with 1 save and a 0.97 ERA. She threw 29 innings, struck out 17 batters, and allowed 24 hits. Patriots 8-8, West Liberty 0-1. Naquan Jordan to handle the camera here for the webcast today. I'm Michael Hawkins, the Associate Athletic Director for Communication Services, and Alex Wober is handling the official scoring duties for our contest today. We'll have all 4 of the Patriot games here on the Patriot Sports Network this weekend. Tomorrow, Francis Marion will play Kutztown at 1 o'clock and Lenoir-Rhyne at 5 o'clock. And Francis Marion will have a rematch with the same West Liberty squad Sunday at noon. Patriot defense from left to right in the outfield. It's Carrickson, Gerald, and Smith. In the infield, Patterson at third, Matzel at short, Nodine at second, and Rawson at first. Lauren Smallwood behind the plate, and Rachel Davis in the circle. Leading off for the Hilltoppers, their third baseman, number 5, a junior, Riley Conkle. Conkle was 0 for 2 in game number 1. Hilltoppers led by head coach Herb Minch. He is a 1989 graduate of West Liberty, now in his 24th season. Hilltoppers coming off back-to-back Mountain East Conference titles and NCAA national tournament bids. Minch has 514 career wins in his Hall of Fame career. He was named to the school's Hall of Fame back in 2012. Fly ball, Gerald retreating to the track. It's off the wall, and Conkle will have a leadoff double. Katie Beeman, the center fielder, will bat next for West Liberty as they quickly have a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first. Only other action among the Patriot athletic teams is the baseball team today. They're playing a 3-game series at North Greenville University, beginning with the single game today, and the Patriots trail 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th of that contest. Line drive to left center. Carrickson cannot get it. It's off the base of the wall, and the Hilltoppers will have an early 1-0 lead on the RBI double by Beeman. Back-to-back doubles by Conkle and Beeman put West Liberty on the board 1-0.
Now batting number 14, Sydney Little.
That'll bring up the shortstop, junior Sydney Little. She went 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI in game number 1. She drove in the lone Hilltopper run. Looks to bunt, pulls the bat back and takes ball 1. Overcast conditions here at the FMU softball stadium, 84 degrees at game time. Umpires for today's contest, Toby Bacante behind the plate and Benny McMurray on the base paths. It's a windy day here at the FMU softball complex, 16 miles per hour blowing east, so that's out to dead right field. So any ball hit out in that direction will get a little bit of a boost. West Liberty out of the Mountain East Conference, located in West Liberty, West Virginia. Enrollment 2,500. Hilltoppers coming off a 37-17 season in 2021. So you mentioned back-to-back Mountain East Conference titles and back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances. Little caught looking for out number 1, and Rachel Davis has her first strikeout. West Liberty was to have played Clarion earlier this season, but that doubleheader was canceled. So this is their first action, or their game earlier today was their first action of the season. On the wild pitch, Beeman moves up to third base. Kirian Johnson, the second baseman, is at the plate, sophomore. She was 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch in game number 1 today. So batting a perfect 1,000 on the young season. Here she bats with a runner on third and only 1 out. A situation where a productive out could plate a second run for West Liberty. Johnson out of Wheeling, West Virginia, and Wheeling Park High School. 3-1 misses outside, and Johnson works a 5-pitch walk. So runners on the corners now with 1 out for Annie Patterson.
27, Annie Patterson.
She's the DP, a senior, 0 for 1 in game number 1 today. Patterson out of Salem, Ohio, and United Local High School. The 1-0 pitch coming from Davis. Ground ball to Rawson at the bag, tags, and is able to hold the runner at third. So nice play by Rawson to retire Patterson for out number 2.
Now batting number 1, Lauren
On the plate,
Garcia.
Johnson moved to second. That'll bring up Lauren Garcia, freshman first baseman, seeing her first collegiate action. A senior, but seeing her first action of this season. Garcia out of Moundsville, West Virginia, and John Marshall High School. She did not play in the opener today. Ball 2. Big swing, but she comes up empty. Count now 2-1. Good crowd here at the FMU softball stadium on this very spring-like day. Weather's supposed to turn colder tomorrow as the front moves through overnight. Temperatures in the mid-80s today, expected in the 50s tomorrow. Two-two pitch upcoming from Rachel Davis to Lauren Garcia. Called strike 3. So the Hilltoppers pick up a couple of back-to-back doubles to start the game. We head to the bottom of the first inning. West Liberty leads Francis Marion 1-0. This is the Patriot Sports Network.
Sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators.
Patterson, Matzel, and Carrickson to lead off the bottom of the first here for your Patriots. In the circle for West Liberty, Taylor Bonnet, senior right-hander
Now batting
out
number
of Wheeling,
15,
West
Ashton
Virginia.
Patterson.
No record this season. She will face Ashton Patterson, senior third baseman, batting .295, 12 runs scored, 5 doubles, no homers, 6 RBIs, a .484 on base percentage. That's second best on the squad. Hilltopper defense in the outfield from left to right. Mancuso, Beeman, and Widener in the infield. Conkle at third, Little at short, Johnson at second, Garcia at first, Blair behind the plate, and Bonnet in the circle. That pitch actually went between the legs of Patterson, who's already been hit 8 times in the first 16 games this season. She's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Patriots led by head coach Stacy Valley and assistant coach Stephanie Bagwell. And that's outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Patterson starts the Patriot first
Now
inning.
batting number 3, Megan
That'll bring up
Matzel.
Megan Matzel, junior shortstop, batting .260, 9 runs scored, 6 doubles, no homers, 9 RBIs, and a .327 on base percentage. So Bonnet has missed on her first 5 pitches here to start the game. Bunt is down, fielded by Conkle. Throws to Johnson at first, and they nearly turn a double play by picking Patterson off of second, but she gets back safely. So Matzel with the 5-4 sacrifice bunt.
Now batting number 17, Danielle Carrickson.
Patterson moves into scoring position for Danielle Carrickson, senior left fielder, batting a team high .420. Team best 18 runs scored, 5 doubles, 3 homers, 11 RBIs, and a team best .492 on base percentage. Carrickson's 11 RBIs, second only to Savannah Rawson and Lauren Smallwood's 12. With her leadoff walk, Patterson has now reached base safely in all 17 contests this year. Carrickson, a senior out of Bartow, Florida, and Bartow High School. Double major in biology and psychology, and she draws a walk. So Patriots now at first and second, 1 out for Savannah Rawson. Rawson, a junior,
Now
batting
number
.354 on the
00,
season.
Savannah Rawson.
6 runs scored, a couple of doubles, team high 5 RBIs, 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, which shares the team lead. team best 708 slugging percentage, and she has a 418 on base percentage. So Bonnet has missed on the first pitch to all 4 Patriots so far in the contest. Big swing there, but Rawson is unable to connect. Rawson out of Gilbert, South Carolina, and a product of Gilbert High School. She is an elementary education major. Was named an NFCA Scholar Athlete last year in 2021. Patriot baseball team making a comeback. They've scored 3 times in the top of the 7th. Now trail North Greenville 4-3. Patriots still batting. That's top of the 7th over in Tigerville, South Carolina. Slow roller up the line. Conkle fields. Throws to Garcia at first to retire Rawson. But both runners move up. And that'll leave it up to Lauren Smallwood to come up with a 2-out hit. Smallwood batting .359. 3 runs scored, 5 doubles, a homer, 12 RBIs, and a .447 on base percentage. Smallwood batting .333 with 2 outs so far this season. Smallwood out of Waycross, Georgia, and Ware County High School. She is a biology major and was also named an NFCA Scholar Athlete in 2021. Waited on the let up, but popped it foul back over the press box. Smallwood does have some opposite field power. Her 1 home run this year went out to right center. Fouled up the first base line. In addition to battling the wind out in right field, Widener, the right fielder, will also have to deal with the sun as it sets behind the awning of the FMU softball stadium. Katie Smith, sophomore right fielder, would be next if Smallwood can extend the inning. And the count has run full to the Patriot catcher. And that hits her. So the bases are now loaded with 2 outs.
Now batting number 14,
for Katie Smith. Smith's batting .292, 9 runs scored, 4 doubles, no homers, 3 RBIs, and a .340 on base percentage. Smith, another Patriot that was named a NFCA Scholar Athlete last season as a freshman. Education major out of Greenwood, South Carolina. Line drive center field. Beeman going back, not going to get it. It's off the top of the wall. 1 run scores, 2 runs scored. Smallwood being raved. She'll score all the way from first. A bases clearing triple for Katie Smith, And the Patriots lead 3-1. RBIs 4, 5, and 6 of the season for Smith. That'll bring up Emma Moberg, the DP. She's batting .455. No homers, 1 RBI, a .455 on base percentage. Moberg making her 4th start of the season. One pitch from Bonnet. Led up, catches the outside corner for called strike 2. Hit pretty well to center field, but Beeman's got a track on this one and makes the catch for out number 3. But the Patriots rally for a trio of runs on a 3-run triple by Katie Smith. We head to the 2nd inning. FMU 3, West Liberty 1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, Courtyard by Marriott, Comfort Inn, and Hyatt Place, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, CN3 Performance Enhancement, FBI Construction, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Florence Toyota, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, Western Sizzle and Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Mancuso, Widener, and Blair due up for the Hilltoppers here in the 2nd inning. That's spots 7, 8, and 9 in their order. To face Rachel Davis, who now has a 3-1 lead.
Now batting number 28, Kayla Mancuso.
Kayla Mancuso, a freshman left fielder, 0 for 1 in game number 1 today. Mancuso out of Milan, Ohio, and Edison High School. Count now 1-2 to the Hilltopper left fielder. Over the baseball game, Patriots still trailing North Greenville 4-3, but they have the bases loaded. Top of the 7th, only 1 out. Patriot tennis team not in action this weekend. They will play next on Tuesday against Tiffin University of Ohio. 3 o'clock start on the Kasab courts. Called strike 3. And Davis has her 3rd strikeout here in the early going.
Now batting number 31, Madeline Widener.
That'll bring up Madeline Widener, junior right fielder. 0 for 2 in game number 1. Widener out of Greenfield, Indiana, and Central High School. Patriots have scored twice in the baseball game to take a 5-4 lead now over North Greenville in the top of the 7th inning. Francis Marion basketball teams concluded their regular season last night and will begin play in the Conference Carolinas tournament on Sunday evening. Women's basketball team will play North Greenville University in Bristol, Tennessee on Sunday at 6 o'clock, with the winner of that game facing King University on Monday at 7. Patriot men's basketball team will face King University in Mount Olive, North Carolina, Sunday at 5 o'clock, with the winner of that contest facing the host Trojans on Monday at 7. And Widener is down on strikes, the third consecutive punch out for Davis, and the fourth of the game.
Now batting number 17.
That'll bring up Michaela Blair, the catcher. Blair appeared in game number 1, but did not come to the plate, so she's getting her first at-bats of the season. This is game number 2 of the Patriot Invitational Tournament. Later on tonight, about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this contest, Kutztown will play Lenore-Ryan University. Schedule for tomorrow has West Liberty playing Kutztown at 11 a.m., Francis Marion and Kutztown playing at 1. West Liberty versus Lenore-Ryan at 3, and Francis Marion versus Lenore-Ryan at 5. The Sunday schedule, Kutztown and Lenore-Ryan at 10 a.m., and Francis Marion and West Liberty at noon, as Blair is down on strikes. The 5th strikeout for Rachel Davis today, and the 4th in the row. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. FMU leads West Liberty 3-1. This is the Patriot Sports Network. Conference Carolinas has a rich tradition and roots that dates back to its early inception on December 6, 1930. Conference Carolinas believes in the development and formation of the whole person in body, mind, and soul. Our students are nationally recognized for their extraordinary success in the classroom, in the community, and at the highest levels of NCAA competition. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about Conference Carolinas. And if you want to support Francis Marion University Athletics, join the Swamp Fox Club. Visit the athletic website at fmupatriots.com. Nodine, Gerald, and Patterson due up for the Patriots here in the 2nd. Spots 8, 9, and 1.
Now batting number 13,
Lauren Nodine, freshman second baseman, making her 13th start of her collegiate career, batting .200, 5 runs scored, a double, 1 RBI, and a .351 on-base percentage. Nodine bats from the left side. Normally she bats, or most times she'll bat from the right side, but here she's batting from the left and looking to slap. And now she's going to turn around and bat from the right side. As the count has reached 1-2. One, two is pulled foul down the left field line. Francis Marion had won 5 games in a row to improve to 8-6 before they were swept by Wingate University on Wednesday. Fly ball left, Mancuso in, and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the center fielder, Najah Gerald. Gerald, a graduate student transfer from Flagler College. All-conference performer in the Peach Belt Conference last year for the Saints. Batting 160 for your Patriots, 6 runs scored, a double, 3 RBIs, and a .236 on base percentage. Gerald is out of Orlando, Florida, and University High School. We'll have all of the Francis Marion games here in the tournament, here on the Patriot Sports Network. So that's Saturday at 1 and 5 and Sunday at noon. You can find links for the baseball series for live stats and video on our website, as well as live stats and video links for the 2 basketball games on Sunday evening. That's FMUPatriots.com. Line drive that Beeman has a beat on and makes the catch for out number 2. Gerald hit it well, but right at the center fielder.
Batting number 15, Ashton Patterson.
That flips the Patriot order back to the top. Ashton Patterson. Patterson walked, came around to score in the first inning. Count now 1-2 to the Patriot third baseman. Ground ball back to Barnett in the circle, and Patterson is retired for out number 3. Head to the top of the third. Francis Marion leads the Hilltoppers 3-1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Top of the third inning here at the FMU Softball Stadium on the campus of Francis Marion University in Florence, South Carolina. And it's the top of the lineup for West Liberty due up. Conkle, Beeman, and Little.
Number 5, Riley Conkle.
Conkle and Beeman led off with back-to-back doubles to start the game and thus produce the one Hilltopper run. Conkle's season average now at 333. Patriot baseball game has moved to the top of the 8th inning. FMU leads North Greenville 5-4. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow beginning at noon there in Tigerville, South Carolina. One, two misses. Kind of even at 2-2. As we mentioned, next week in Patriot Athletics, the tennis team will host Tiffin University Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Patriot baseball team will host a 2-game set against Shepherd University Tuesday at 6 and then Wednesday at 1. As Conkle is down on strikes, that's strikeout number 5 in a row for Davis and 6 in the contest.
Now batting number 24, Katie Beeman.
Softball team will host Adelphi University for a doubleheader Wednesday at 4 o'clock. That action will be here on the Patriot Sports Network. Katie Beeman stands in for West Liberty. And Beeman with the RBI double to left center field. Top of the first inning. Patriot baseball's tacked on an insurance run in the top of the 8th. FMU leads North Greenville now 6-4. 2-2 pitch from Davis. Fly ball out of play. Outside corner called strike 3, and that is 6 in a row. Set down by Davis by strikes. We'll bring up Sydney Little, shortstop.
Now batting
Little,
number
a strikeout
14,
victim
Sydney Little.
in the first inning. One is swung on a miss. Davis is again ahead in the count. Ground ball to Nodine at second. And the Hilltoppers go 1-2-3. Head to the bottom of the third. Patriots lead West Liberty 3-1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. So Matzel flies out, 4 out number 1 here in the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Danielle Carrickson. Shoots the ball pretty well to right center field. Widener and Beeman giving chase. They will not get to it. Carrickson trying for 3, and she will not get it. So a double for Carrickson. And then is thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. So Carrickson out trying to stretch the double into a triple. That'll bring up Savannah Rawson. Rawson grounded out in her first trip to the plate. Count out 2-1 to the Patriot first baseman. Out 3-1. And Rawson draws a 2-out walk.
Now batting number 20, Lawrence Smallwood.
Lauren Smallwood, the catcher, will now bat with 2 outs and Rawson, the runner, at first. Smallwood was hit by a pitch in the first inning, scored a run. Katie Smith, the hitting star for FMU so far in this game, is in the on-deck circle. Line drive to center field. Beeman going back. Oh, makes a nice leaping catch in center field to rob Smallwood of extra bases and end the inning and strand a Patriot base runner. We played 3 full innings. Francis Marion 3, West Liberty 1. This is the Patriot Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning. Francis Marion holding a 3-1 lead. Due up for West Liberty, Johnson, Patterson, and Garcia. 4, 5, and 6, the middle of the Hilltopper lineup. Johnson walked in the first inning and was stranded on base.
Now batting number 2, Kirian Johnson.
Kirian out of Wheeling, West Virginia. sophomore. Davis has retired the last 7 Hilltopper batters, the last 8. And 6 of those by strikeout. Line drive, but right at Matzel at short for out number 1. That'll bring up the DP, Annie Patterson.
Now batting number 27, Annie Patterson.
Patterson, a senior out of Salem, Ohio. She was an all-conference and all-region performer last year. Batted .337 with 3 homers and 17 RBIs, and had an 8-4 record pitching with a 1.17 ERA. Another one of the many Hilltoppers who earned the same NFCA Scholar Athlete honors last year in 2021. Ground ball to Nodine. And Patterson, who's retired 4-3 for out number 2. Lauren Garcia will be next, first baseman. She was caught looking in the first inning.
Now batting
Baseball
1,
game has moved to the 9th
Garcia.
inning. Patriots still holding a 6-4 advantage over the Crusaders in game number 1 of their 3-game series. Davis quickly ahead in the count. Davis has only thrown 59 pitches as she works here with 2 outs in the 4th. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did. Strikeout and out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Francis Marion still leads West Liberty 3-1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. So Smith with the leadoff single against the new pitcher. And Moberg sends that to right center field. And back-to-back hits have Patriots on second and third now with nobody out. New pitcher is Riley Bennington, senior right-hander out of Wheeling, West Virginia, and Central Catholic High School. Bennington was 13-5 last season
Now batting number 13,
with 2 saves and a 1.67 ERA. She fanned 126 batters in only 113 innings last season. And that brings up Lauren Nodine, second baseman. She flew out to left in the second innings. The Patriots threaten here in the bottom of the fourth, already leading 3-1. Final line on Taylor Bonnet. As she threw 3 innings, allowed 3 runs, all earned on 2 hits, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and she hit a batter. Threw 54 pitches. Nodine looking for the 4-pitch walk, but home plate umpire Chobi Bacante said that one found the strike zone. That's bunted toward third. Conkle up. Makes the play at first for the out, but the sacrifice squeeze bunt plates a 4th run for Francis Marion.
Now batting number.
So the RBI for Nodine, number 2 of her career. Good. On the play, Moberg moved up to third base, where she is with 1 out for Najah Gerald. Gerald lined out to Beeman in center field in her first at bat. So the squeeze bunt works for the Patriots, and they now hold a 3-run advantage. Popped up, left side. Third baseman Conkle will make the catch for out number 2. That flips the order back to the top, and Ashton Patterson. Patterson 0 for 1, walk and a run scored, and a ground out.
Now batting number 15, Ashton Patterson.
Here the Patriots are looking for a big 2-out hit to plate Moberg. Again, Patterson to reach base safely in all 17 games the Patriots have played this year. Foul back to the screen, and Bennington now heading the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Patterson out of Andersonville, Tennessee. Her 3rd year as a Patriot after 2 seasons at Carson Newman University. Double major in art education and psychology. She was a NFCA student athlete or scholar athlete back in 2021. Was the Francis Marion team MVP back in 2020. Product of Union County High School. Fly ball left field. Mancuso retreating in left center, but makes the catch for out number 3. But the Patriots pick up another run on a suicide squeeze bunt by Lauren Nodine. Head to the 5th inning. FMU leads West Liberty 4-1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning. Due up for West Liberty. Mancuso, Widener, and Blair.
28, Kayla Mancuso.
So Mancuso will bat first, and then the Hilltoppers will employ a pair of pinch hitters here in the 5th inning. Rachel Davis has retired 11 in a row. And has not allowed a hit after giving up back-to-back doubles to start the game. Oh, 2 misses. Count now 1-2. Mancuso was called out on strikes in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. Ground ball, cut off by Patterson. And Mancuso is retired for the first out, and that'll bring up a pinch hitter. Number 4, Grace Swigert, sophomore out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Upper St. Clair High School.
now batting number 4, Grace Swigert.
Swigert got in as a replacement in game number 1 and struck out in her only at-bat. Swigert also an NFC Scholar Athlete in 2021. Both of these squads received team academic awards from the NFCA last year. Sky is mostly cleared here at the FMU softball stadium as the sun is setting in the west behind the press box and grandstand. Swung on a missed. "13 in a row set down by Davis. That'll bring up another pinch hitter. Pinch hitter is Mihaela Makrosky, Jr., out of Wheeling, West Virginia, and Wheeling Park High School. Seeing her first action of the year, she did not play in the opener today. Davis ahead now in count, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Hilltopper pinch hitter. Pop foul over the press box. Count remains 2-2. Count has run full. Davis has walked only 1 today. That came with 1 out in the top of the first inning. This is only the 4th 3-ball count that Davis has faced today. As McCroskey hangs tough by fouling another one into the screen. McCroskey listed as a catcher on the roster. We'll see if she stays in the lineup or whether Blair is re-entered after this half inning ends. Fly ball down the left field line, pretty well hit. That is fair. Up against the wall. Long throw from Carrickson, and McCroskey is out, trying to stretch it into a double. So great play by Carrickson with the cannon from the left field corner. McCroskey gets a single and is in out 7-4. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Francis Marion leads 4-1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Megan Matzel with a line drive base hit to the left center field gap. That'll roll to the wall to lead off the Patriot 5th inning. Matzel with the double.
Now batting
Changes in the field for West Liberty.
Erickson.
Blair re-entered at the catching position and Widener re-entered in right field. Jerika Baylor has entered the contest. She's now playing second base and will bat in the 6th spot for Garcia. And Johnson, the second baseman, has moved to first base. Carrickson skies that to shallow center field. Beeman is there to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 00, Savannah Rawson.
Savannah Rawson will stand in now with Matzel still at second. Rawson 0 for 1, ground out and a walk. Baseball game is over in Tigerville. The Patriots have defeated North Greenville 6-4. Rallying from a 4-0 deficit. They scored 5 runs in the 7th and 1 in the 8th. Reese Kleinhelter gets the win in relief. Nick Palumbo the save. Patriots improved to 7-4 and even their Conference Carolinas record at 2-2. North Greenville drops to 8-6. Overall, the two teams will play a doubleheader tomorrow at noon in Tigerville, South Carolina. Again, links for live stats and video of the baseball doubleheader are available on the website at FMUPatriots.com. Rawson takes low ball 2. Hitters count 3-1 for Savannah Rawson with Matzel at second. High ball 4, and Rawson is walked for the second time. I would think Stacy Valley may employ a pinch runner here for Rawson, and she will. It is going to be Grace Troutman. So Grace Troutman is the pinch runner.
Pinch running on first base, number 18, Grace Troutman.
Troutman appearing in her 11th game of the season. Has scored a run, no stolen bases. Smallwood will stand in 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first. Lined out to center in the third inning. Matzel, the Patriot runner, at second. Pinch runner Troutman at first. Patriots 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. West Liberty 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. Jammed on that one. Smallwood fouls it back. Two-one pitch. Let up, finds the plate for called strike 2. Swung on, missed for strike 3. That'll bring up Katie Smith, the right fielder. Smith, the perfect 2 for 2 on the day. A 3-run triple in the first, a single, and a run scored in the fourth. Her season average
14,
now up to
Katie
320. And she looks here to possibly add some insurance runs. Riley Bennington in her second inning of work in the circle. And she is quickly ahead of Smith. No balls, 2 strikes. That one is fouled back as Smith got a piece of it. Swung on, missed, and Smith is a strikeout victim for out number 3. Patriots pick up a double by Matzel and a walk by Rawson, but the 2 runners are stranded. We head to the 6th. Francis Marion leads West Liberty 4-1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Top of the order for the Hilltoppers here in the 6th. As Conkle flies out to shortstop. Pop up to Matzel for out number 1.
Now batting number 24, Katie Beeman.
So that single in the top of the 5th where the pinch hitter McCroskey was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double does break the string of retired batters by Davis at 13. However, the last 16 have been retired in order. And as I say that, Beeman singles to center field. And the Hilltoppers have a 1-out base runner.
Now batting number 14, Sydney Little.
Next up is the shortstop, Sydney Little. Little 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Now 2 for 5 on the young season. Davis now at 83 pitches. Fly ball right field, Smith over, makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Kieran Johnson. Started the game playing second, now she's at first.
Now batting number 2, Kieran Johnson.
Kieran is 0 for 1 with a walk and a line out. Snap throw to first. Troutman applies the tag, but not in time to catch Beeman. Fly ball, right field, foul. No one has a chance at that one, but Davis is ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, we're back on the air tomorrow at 1 p.m. as the Patriots will play Kutztown University, and then again back on the air at 5 or somewhere around 5 as FMU will play Lenoir Ryan. Swung on, missed. Johnson's down on strikes. Hilltoppers pick up a base hit, but that runner is stranded. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Francis Marion 4, West Liberty 1. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily. Our 13 current member institutions work hard daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about Conference Carolinas. And FMU Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, Courtyard by Marriott, Comfort Inn and Hyatt Place, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, CN3 Performance Enhancement, FBI Construction, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Florence Toyota, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, Western Sizzle and Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Moberg, Nodine, Gerald. Due up here in the bottom of the 6th. Emma Moberg, 1 for 2 with a fly out and a double. That double, her first career extra base hit at the collegiate level. As she is a freshman from Stokesdale, North Carolina, and Northwest Guilford High School. Sports management major. Riley Bennington continues in the circle for the Hilltoppers in relief of starter Taylor Bonnet. Grounded back to Bennington in the circle, and Moberg is retired for the first out. Lauren Nodine will stand in. Nodine 0 for 1. Fly out to left, and a successful squeeze bunt that plated the Patriots' 4th run back in the 4th inning. Count now 2-1 to the Patriots' second baseman. Head coach Stacy Valley in the third base coaching box, and Stephanie Bagwell, the assistant coach, in the first base box. Kinsey Dunst-Nelson, the athletic trainer for the Patriots softball team. And the count is run full to Nodine. Nodine out of Welford, South Carolina, and James F. Burns High School. She is a chemistry major. and she is retired on strikes for out number 2. Najah Gerald will stand in. Gerald 0 for 2, a line out to center and a
Now
pop up to
batting
third.
number 8, Najah Gerald.
Count goes to 2-1. Now 3-1 as the Patriots look to flip the lineup again and get another at-bat for leadoff batter Ashton Patterson. And Gerald draws the 2-out walk. Oh, I take that back. Found the outside corner for called strike 2. The count's now full. Grounded to short, little up. Throws out the speedy Gerald at first for out number 3. We head to the 7th. Patriots need 3 more outs. Lead the Hilltoppers 4-1. To wrap up the baseball action today, again, Francis Marion defeated North Greenville 6-4. First game of their 3-game conference series. Patriots improved to 7-4 overall. 2-2 in the Conference Carolinas. Reese Kleinhelter with the win in relief of starting pitcher Halton Hardy. Nick Palumbo picked up the save. At the plate, Todd Maddox, senior third baseman, 2 for 5 with a double and an RBI. He extended his streak of safely reaching base now to 53 consecutive games. Senior second baseman Tanner Wakefield, 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored and a double. Junior shortstop Nafis Llanos, 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI and a run scored. And Isaac Shuck, 2 for 4. The catcher drove in 3 runs scored run and had a big caught stealing in the bottom of the 9th as he threw out a Crusader runner trying to steal second base in that bottom of the 9th. So the Patriots get a big win. They'll play a doubleheader with North Greenville tomorrow at noon. Again, links for live stats and video on the Patriot website, FMUPatriots.com. So pinch hitter for the Hilltoppers here in the top of the 7th. Lauren Simmons, senior outfielder from Belpre, Ohio, and Belpre High School, seeing her first action of the 2022 season. She's batting for the DP, Annie Patterson. Count now 2-1 to the Hilltopper pinch hitter. Simmons, also an NFCA Scholar athlete, named in 2021. Swings and misses at that pitch. The count is now 2-2. So after allowing back-to-back doubles to start the game, Rachel Davis has been spot on. Called strike 3. That is strikeout number 11 for Davis.
12, Jerika Baylor.
We'll have to check and see if that may be a career high for her. Jerika Baylor now stands in. Her first at-bat since coming on to play in the field. Baylor pinch ran in the opener today. That one finds the strike zone. Swing and miss, 2-2. Eleven strikeouts, a season high for Davis. And Baylor draws a one-out walk. That'll bring up another pinch hitter in the form of Mackenzie Bayer. Bayer seeing her first action of the season. Ball in the dirt, but a good scoop by Smallwood. Her throw is in the dirt to first, but Troutman with the nice snag. 11 strikeouts, a career high for Rachel Davis. Smallwood and Davis will meet in the circle. 4-1 your Patriots lead. Baylor is the runner at first. The pinch hitter, Mackenzie Bayer at the plate, freshman from Somerset, Pennsylvania, in Shade High School. This is Bayer's first collegiate at-bat. She did not appear in the first game today. She bats from the left side. listed as a utility player. Runners going, throw down, not in time, so Baylor has a stolen base. And the Hilltoppers have a runner in scoring position for the first time since the first inning. That pitch was a strike, so it counts 1-1. Check swing. They're going to appeal to the base umpire. And Benny McMurray said she did not go, so the count now 2-1. Rachel Davis out of Mechanicsville, Virginia, and Atlee High School. As Bayer bids for a base hit down the left field line, but it slices foul. Davis, a biology pre-occupational therapy major, was named an NFCA Scholar Athlete last season. Looking to pick up her third win of the season in the circle, if she can get 2 more outs. That one is fouled back, and Smallwood was unable to hold it. Two-2 pitch. Swung on, miss. Strikeout number 12 for Rachel Davis.
Now batting number 35, Savannah Holbrook.
So pinch hitter, another pinch hitter for the Hilltoppers. Savannah Holbrook, who caught in the first game today, sophomore out of Oak Hill, West Virginia, and Oak Hill High School. She served as the catcher but did not come to the plate. She was in the flex position, so her first at-bat of the season. 5'9" left-handed hitter. As the Hilltoppers are down to their final out. Swing and a miss, and they're down to their final strike. You could make the case this has been Davis's best performance in the circle since coming to Francis Marion. And it came against the 24th ranked team in the country in West Liberty. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out 3, game over. Your Patriots win 4-1. Winning pitcher, Rachel Davis, improves to 3-1, a career high 13 strikeouts. Losing pitcher, Taylor Boynette, she drops to 0-1. Francis Marion as a team improves to 9-8. The 24th ranked Hilltoppers begin their season 0-2. Hitting leaders for your Patriots, Katie Smith had a couple of hits. Sophomore left fielder drove in 3 runs in the first inning with a bases-loaded triple. Lauren Nodine accounted for the 4th run with a suicide squeeze bunt in the 4th inning. Final score, Francis Marion 4, West Liberty 1. We'll be back again with you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for softball against Kutztown and 5 o'clock against Lenore Ryan. Again, this is Michael Hawkins. For Naquan Jordan, we appreciate you joining us today. Again, final score, Francis Marion 4, West Liberty 1. This has been the Patriots Sports Network.